receiver we place on their account. In the receiver section we just discussed, HR22s, HD receivers, DVR receivers. These receivers under the DirecTV promotion might be free to add on their account, but there are adjustments that need to be made to their bill. A DVR, for example, will increase the customer's rate by $6 per month for adding DVR service onto their account. So going back to the same scenario, Mrs. Jones having one TV on choice, her normal rate is $55.99 a month. But if she would like DVR on her TV, her rate would increase by $6 a month for adding that service. High definition is the same way. If they get an HD receiver on their account, they have to carry an HD programming package. This enables them to get all their HD channels, which they're going to want anyway, but there is a $10 charge per month for that HD service. So once again, the choice package being $55.99 a month on one TV, if that television is an HD TV and Mrs. Jones wishes to receive HD programming, her bill would be $10 higher, or $65.99 a month for that service with high definition. Just remember that, because it sounds like, why would anyone not take a free HR22? It's a $200 receiver. There's no charge for that receiver, but you have to remember, by adding an HR22 onto the account, their bill will immediately increase not only the 10 for the HD, but also the 6 for the DVR. So a customer with an HR22 on their account will be paying an additional $16 a month over a customer that just opts for the basic D12. For that reason, we always assume a D12 as a DirecTV receiver unless the customer wants additional services. Those are just the basic rules that you need to know. If you guys get those down, it's very easy to calculate a bill. And later, we're going to go over scenarios where we'll give you a situation, a package, the number of TVs, and the receivers the customer is looking for, and you should very quickly be able to add up what their monthly rate would be. So one more time, just to recap really quickly, all rates include one TV and a basic D12 receiver. If that changes at all, their bill must be adjusted. Each additional TV after the first is a $5 increase on the bill. DVR, it's a $6 increase on the bill, and HD is a $10 increase on the bill. HD and DVR is a one-time fee, meaning if they have 4 DVR receivers or 4 HD receivers on their account, they only have to pay the $10 or $6 one time. But if they add additional receivers, that $5 increases with every box on their account. So 2 TVs, there's a $5 increase. 3 TVs, a $10 increase. And 4 TVs, a $15 increase. Customers can continue to add additional receivers after the 4 free. You'd continue with that $5 increase for every box after the first. Hopefully you guys get those basic rules down and remember them. They don't change. There's no way around them. They hold true. So using those rules and a basic understanding of the channel package, it's very easy for you guys to calculate a customer's bill correctly so they're going to be satisfied with their DirecTV service. All right, now we're going to take some time and do a little quiz to test how much of this information that you guys have absorbed. One way to tell if you guys have really absorbed the stuff that you needed to learn in order to get out there and make this stuff happen is you should be able to calculate a customer's bill based on a little question. And so what we're going to do is we're going to throw a couple scenarios out there to you. We're going to give you some information on how many TVs the customers have, what kind of package they're looking for, and what kind of services they need. And in return, you should be able to use your notes and your DirecTV training guide in order to correctly tell us what package they're going to get, what receivers you need to put on their account, what their contract term would be, and just some of the basic stuff. We don't expect you guys to be able to know the stuff off the top of your head, but you should at least understand the basic theory on how a DirecTV bill is calculated and the basic rules on what things impact what things. And so we're going to go through a couple of these scenarios, and you can just kind of see how you did. If you guys don't get these things right, I strongly suggest going back over, kind of reviewing this video again, and to the point where you're really comfortable with this. Okay. I have a couple quizzes here that I kind of jotted down. I'm going to share with you guys, and then you guys can kind of test your knowledge. Mr. Jones has an old dish network system. He experiences loss of service in stormy weather. He would like a new system that fixes this problem. He wants the Choice Extra package and has 3 TVs, one of which is HD. Okay, the questions are as follows. Which combination of receivers is best for Mr. Jones? And second, what will his monthly bill be? Okay, we're just going to review your answers and just kind of see how you guys did. So the first question that was asked is, what receivers would you give Mr. Jones to make sure he gets the services that he needs on DirecTV? Okay, the answers. Mr. Jones has 3 TVs, one of which is HD. So Mr. Jones is going to need 3 separate receivers on his account. The first receiver needs to be high definition, so we're going to give him an H21 to take care of that high definition need. The second 2 TVs can take standard D12 receivers. So the answer to that question is 1 H21 and 2 D12s. That will take care of the 3 TVs on Mr. Jones's account. The second question about his monthly bill, Mr. Jones wants the Choice Extra package. That package is $60.99 a month. But since he has 3 televisions, there needs to be adjustments for those additional receivers. Since we're adding 2 additional receivers onto his account, making 3 total, we need to adjust his bill $5 extra per additional box. Also, since we're adding high definition, he needs to carry the HD channel package. That package is $10 a month. So when we add the $10 for the HD and the 2 $5 additional receiver charges, his monthly bill is $80.99 a month, which includes all 3 TVs, the Choice Extra package with the HD service. So you guys should have got that information right. If not, kind of review the rules in the rules section again, and you guys should be able to see you could add these things up quite simply with the basic rules that we provided with DirecTV. So, we have Mrs. Smith currently has Comcast cable on 4 TVs. She is interested in DirecTV to save money. What receivers would we give Mrs. Smith to make sure she gets the service that she needs? What is her monthly bill? The answers is Mrs. Smith would need 4 boxes to cover her 4 TV request. Since she is not interested in DVR or HD, and she has not mentioned anything to us, we assume she just wants basic D12 receivers. So we'd give her 4 D12 receivers to complete her account. The second question was, what is her monthly bill? Choice is $55.99 a month, and she was interested in saving money over Comcast, so that would be the package we'd offer her. But since she has 4 receivers on her account, we must add $15 onto her monthly bill. Remember the rule, every receiver after the first is an additional $5 a month. So since Mrs. Smith has 4 TVs, we would take $5 for the additional receiver charge and times that by 3 for her 3 additional receivers. $55.99 a month plus 15 would bring Mrs. Smith's account to $70.99 a month, and that would include all her charges. Okay, those are the 2 basic questions. If you guys got them right, clearly you know what's going on. If not, I strongly urge you guys to go back, review the information again, so you guys can continue through this training, and this is going to make sense to you guys.